Hey guys, welcome back to another review. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite movies of all time. The film is the 1994 drama and comedy classic Ed Wood, directed by one of my all-time favorite directors, Tim Burton. Ed Wood is a biopic film set over the course of the 1950s. It retells the mostly true story of Edward D. Wood Jr., a cult legend who is regarded as the worst director of all time. He made his movies really fast and cheap, with a band of misfit actors including Bela Lugosi, Tora Johnson, Vampira, and the amazing Criswell. His movies were known for having lots of bloopers, terrible special effects, unfitting use of stock footage, and the list goes on. The film follows Ed Wood as he makes three of his most infamous films, Glen or Glenda, Bride of the Monster, and of course, Plan 9 from Outer Space. Johnny Depp's performance of Ed Wood is phenomenal, and it's one of his many great roles. Ed Wood is depicted as a very charismatic and motivated filmmaker who is also secretly a crossdresser. Even though he makes one terrible movie after another, he keeps trying to make it big in show business and is a very inspiring character who encourages you to follow your dreams. The film celebrates and makes fun of him at the same time, and I think that this was the best way to tribute him. The movie also ends on a high note, unlike Ed Wood's life. In his later years, Ed Wood descended into making pornographic films and writing pulp crime and sex novels. Tragically, Ed Wood died a depressed and financially unstable alcoholic who had just been evicted from his apartment. The movie ending in his finest hour was a good decision on Tim Burton's behalf.
I'm finished. All I needed was a touch-up. That mole still shows.
Ladies, you both look fine. Why don't we talk about the scene? Okay, Janet Lawton has just discovered that Dr. Vornoff bought the old Willows estate. So now she wants to prove that all the monster stories are true.
Eddie, what's my motivation?
You're the file clerk.
The movie also stars Martin Landau as Bela Lugosi. Landau's performance is so amazing that you could swear that Bela Lugosi had returned from the grave. As the film goes on, you really do seem to forget that he isn't really Bela Lugosi. One thing that really entertains me is how much Lugosi swears in this movie. It was known that he never did, but I can't help but laugh at it. He's got to be the funniest person in this film. He's also a dramatic character, and you really do feel sorry for him whenever something bad happens to him. Landau's performance was just amazing.
C97, take one. Mark.
Action.
Beware. Beware. Beware of the big green dragon that sits on your doorstep. He eats little boys, puppy dog tails, and big fat snails. Beware. Take care. Beware. Wait! Pull the string! Pull the string! Home. I have no home. Hunted. Despised. Living like an animal. The jungle is my home. But I shall show the world that I can be its master. I shall perfect my own race of people. A race of atomic supermen that will conquer the world.
The rest of the cast were great and definitely suited the roles. Everyone looked like their real-life counterparts. The acting was good and the characters were very likable. Bill Murray, Sarah Jessica Parker, Lisa Marie, Jeffrey Jones, everyone was great, but it's undeniable that Johnny Depp and Martin Landau steal the show. The movie was also shot in black and white, and it works as a constant reminder that Ed's story is true, and it also pays respect to him and his movies, which were in black and white. The black and white looks gorgeous, and it's one of those films which is better without color. The film also has a few historical inaccuracies. For example, Ed Wood never really met Orson Welles, but these didn't bother me at all, and they were for the good of the movie. Ed Wood is also good for educational purposes towards anyone who wants to go into filmmaking, and I agree with all the people who say that this is a movie that should be played in film schools everywhere. It documents the process of creating a movie, what goes on behind the camera, and shows us the sacrifices that a director needs to make in order to make his vision a reality, which also adds on to it being inspiring. I think that this is Tim Burton's greatest achievement by far. It's inspiring, funny, dramatic, educational, it tributes Ed Wood, and most importantly, it entertains. It rightfully earned its place as one of my favorite movies ever, so I'll go ahead and give Ed Wood a 9 out of 10 on the rating scale. That's my review of this amazing film. I'd like to say thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. See you later.